Mickey Mouse, Star Wars, and Pokemon. Niue is one of the world's largest coral islands, one place where you can actually enjoy swimming with the whales. The people celebrate by dancing on traditional Niuean songs.
See? So you'd never heard of that place before, did you? But now you do. Now you know that place. And that's all thanks to Mapomanica. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, there is no replica for Mapomanica. Order now for just rupees 1090.
Dr. Kiran Bedi is truly the inspiration, not only to Indian women, but to any person in the world for her determination, hard work, honesty, and the desire to serve her country.
Watching television only. Go and help your mother in the household works.
Okay, Daddy.
This is All India Radio. The news read by Meera Kanti Kalati. The Bharat Bandh called by the opposition has evoked mixed response. The call
Yes,
for
for
the
Raju
Bandh
and
has
Meenu
been
both.
given in protest against Centre's decision on diesel price hike
Why?
and allowing
Meenu will not drink
FDI
milk.
in multi-brand retail. While protesters disrupted rail and road traffic in parts of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and Odisha, Bandh had little impact.
This is an awesome rangoli. Sheetal,
Yes?
have you brought clothes for Raju?
Yes, for Raju and Meenu both.
But as much as I remember, I gave you the money for buying clothes for Raju only.
Why? Meenu will not wear new clothes.
Again that discussion. Is it necessary?
Meenu, Meenu, why are you crying? Don't cry, Meenu. Look at me. I have something for you. See, this is green pen. Go and make your destiny.
You can beat the war. You can talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up. You can beat the clock. You can move a mountain. You can break rocks. You can be a master. Don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you go find yourself. Standing in the Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Lieutenant Meenakshi Talpade. So Meenakshi, what is the secret behind your success?
Secret? Huh. I remember the dream pen which was given by my brother to me induced an urge of learning inside me. And that boosted me up and helped me to march forward with equipped education. And that's why I'm here today.
Dream Pen? Dream Pen, the success mantra!
IYCCE was not only studded with competitive events for students, it was enlivened with lectures from people from corporate and management background. Mr. Arvind Mohan, Professor, Lucknow University, and Dr. Ranu Uniyal, Professor, Lucknow University, through interactive sessions, shared lot more that is happening in today's corporate world with the young audience.
Not give you the loan. This is what we call prime lending. Subprime lending is when you are compromising these prudent banking norms, violating these basic principles that don't lend equal to the value of the collateral, don't lend to somebody who does not have enough money or cannot repay. So bank decided that this is something which can be compromised, and the strength, why were they confident that they can run away, they can just do with this? The reason was rising real estate prices. Banks realized that in 1990s, if somebody borrowed a crore in 1993, by 1995 when the bank will really taking in account whether this loan is running properly or not, in 2 years' time, the value of that collateral has already jumped to 1.5 crore or 2 crore. So even if they are lending 100% of the value of the collateral, bank knows that in 2 years' time, because the real estate prices are rising, they will already would have generated that margin of 20% or more. One. Two, if they are lending to somebody whom they know will not be able to repay because they don't have enough income, bank knows that the collateral that they are holding, even if the gentleman or the person concerned is not able to pay, even in those circumstances, they know that there is no problem because they have the collateral, they can anytime sell it, bank will not lose. Now on this confidence, they started lending to people who were not fit for prime lending. So subprime lending started.
My dear friends, primarily I'm a poet, and I always feel that in times of dissent, your voice must be heard. Because for times immemorial, since times immemorial, women have been asked to be quiet. But now when I see the young generation bubbling with energy, bursting with enthusiasm, I realize that our dreams will eventually come true. Today, I'm going to talk about the need for women's studies as a major subject in our curriculum, because soon you would be moving out into the world of technology, knowledge, wisdom, and learning. But one subject which has come up since 1980s is a subject called women's studies, and which would actually equip you with an understanding of what the position of women has been on this globe as far as employment, economics, health, gender, literature is concerned. खूब लड़ी मर्दानी वो तो झांसी वाली रानी थी. A woman, if she wanted to succeed in a man's world, she had to wear the armory of a man. She had to become a soldier. We do say that our country is full of images of women who have been suppressed down the ages. But let me ask you one question. When we link workforce, we find that primarily women who have been the wage earners within the family, like take the example of one Sushila, who is a wage earner because she's making beedis at home, and then she's at the same time looking after a young child, she's nursing the child, and then thirdly, she is cooking the food. She is doing all three things at one time, in one go. But her work is not treated as work because it is not remunerative. Women, when it comes to looking after their finances, they end up depending on their husbands, their sons, or many a times on their parents. And sometimes they realize that even if they have earned enough, when it comes to looking after themselves, there are very few people to support them, because many a times they are cheated because they dread going to the banks. Women dread moving out into the world of economics and commerce. Times have changed. Women are now moving ahead, but if I were to ask you how many of us as women are actually very confident at handling our own finances? No, we are very dependent. We have to learn to rely on our own resources, and we must also learn to handle our own finances so that we have the power over what we earn.
The mime event for junior category attracted lot of attention. 28 teams participated in this event, creating social awareness through mime act. Measures and controls which are directed at environmental conservation were made abundantly clear through e-manage competition for senior category, wherein 32 teams competed on their subject matter, coverage of topic, originality of work, synopsis submitted, and of course the technical aspect of presentation.
Like having a high price scheme, the price.
That's okay. That is absolutely okay. So you have to sell 500 units. Then only you will be able to recover your 500 rupees.
Pani means water. It's a first what they most of the people they said, and people majority of the
when they went, the Armani people might think that okay, they
make local global is striving to be knocked upon. Himachal is the third fastest growing economy in India. Expectation density. So first of all, it will start from urban.
In B Plan contest for senior category, 38 teams participated, wherein they all tried to create innovative business plans full of innovative and new idea with its complete financial details and incorporation. The teams were required to make an oral presentation of their plan. Here are the excerpts.
Of solid food. It is because it is available in powdered form. You just need to add water to it, and your food is prepared. No satisfaction of solid food. But we are trying to get over this problem because we are hoping to introduce brownies, cookies, and solid food which will contain Soylent.
Today we bring you the business model of Sanchay's Green Treat Limited. This is an autoclave aerated concrete blocks plant whose capacity is 150,000 cubic meters.
AC blocks are lightweight, decarburating material. It provides insulation and fire resistance. These are 2.5 times lighter than the conventional red bricks.
One of the major advantages of for the builders who use these blocks will be that they can sell their buildings by the name of green building.
On the last and final day of 3rd IYCCE, organized by City Montessori School Station Road campus, the day began with the feedback session by the delegates.
The City Montessori Organizing Committee for organizing such a magnificent convention for commerce and economics students. This has definitely been a great experience for all of us and definitely broadened our horizons on commerce and economics. Thank you, CMS, for having us, and your hospitality has been at top level. And congratulations to you on all having a successful event. Thank you, and God bless you all.
On behalf of Holy Family, we would also like to commend CMS for organizing such a magnificent event. The things we learned out of this 3-day convention was immense. It helped us to look at commerce and economics in a different way. And also what we learned from Dr. Jagdish Gandhi's speeches were really good. It was really helpful to us, very inspirational, that how to look at the way the oneness of man and the oneness of religion, and the way it's a new approach onto how we see it. Thank you.
I'm very much honored to be the member of such mega event which combines economical and commercial education with spiritual knowledge. We rarely get such an opportunity. Our team is very much pleased to participate in IYCCE 2015. It has helped students to sharpen their skills, uplift their capabilities, and boost in their confidence. It is our pleasure to receive valuable knowledge with interactions of Professor Geeta Gandhi Kington and Sushil Kumar. Moreover, they have learned the world is a home and Almighty is a Father, duty is a religion, and God is one. Besides this, what we felt is with this program, it has helped on purification of our knowledge, and not to be forgotten, I sincerely admire CMS for great respect on nature and strong effort on boosting women empowerment, as we got an opportunity to make interactions with bold personalities like Ms. Madhavi Kukreja and Dr. Ranu Unial. Thank you so much.
It's our immense pleasure to be here and honored to be here in front of you all, representing our whole country, Nepal. We are here to attain such type of big events, mega events, IYCCE International Youth Convention, to get some extra knowledge for the holistic development of our children. We have come across the border to get the knowledge from different institutions presenting over here. And the speaker, those who presented their presentation over here, was really wonderful. Though I was not the students of economy, but I enjoyed a lot too. And we are, from today onwards, we are not the only the citizen of Nepal, rather we are the citizen of this universe and global. Okay, thank you.
On behalf of whole universal family, I'd like to thank CMS for providing us such a precious opportunity to be a part of IYCCE 2015. Likewise, I'd also like to thank Dr. Jagdish Gandhi and Mrs. Bharti Gandhi, who have always been working in the field of peaceful education to inspire and motivate students regarding world peace and world unity. Because today's students are tomorrow's leader. We are heartily inspired by his speech and we are going to walk on his vision. World is ours, not yours and mine. I'm thankful to CMS not just because it shared us its knowledge, but it gave us friends like you people. We strangers of yesterday are friends of today. And yes, the hospitality of CMS was extremely praiseworthy. Thank you, Jai Jagat.
The things I get here to experience is beyond the words. Honorable Dr. Jagdish Gandhi sir delivered us education for a change, integrity of family bond, great influence upon the spirituality, attain perfection in the world of humanity, knowledge as a wings to man's life, thought of universal peace. God as a father of all mankind, his spoken words are really inspirational to us. I am very pleased to say that the devotion, dedication and priority towards making the world unite as a family is really inspiring for me and us to step forward to do something for unity, peace and humanity.
I feel indebted and lucky to I feel indebted to CMS that they strive to bring a paradigm change towards the world unity and restore its congeniality. At the last, I would also like to thank CMS family and the students volunteers to manage such a magnanimous event with such perseverance and zeal.
That our experience here at CMS Lucknow has been simply memorable. But one thing I liked in particular, as a commerce student, the speeches by Dr. Geeta Gandhi Kingdon were so inspiring that if we had more professors like her, a whole lot of students would be taking economics further.
I would like to express my sincere gratitude on behalf of Hilltop School, Jamshedpur. Yesterday, ma'am specially mentioned that don't mention anything about our hospitality, but that is not possible, ma'am. Because the hospitality you have extended, we have found a new meaning in our dictionary. Hospitality means CMS. And the eminent speakers and Mr. Gandhi's valuable advice, definitely I'm sure that we would carry, and it would help our students definitely to enrich their knowledge and shape themselves in future.
I'd like to say that this experience has made me witness many things the first time in my life. Number one, how a mega event like this can be organized with 0% tolerance. Number two, how a school can soothe each and every participant, be it international, national or local. And third, how the volunteers can perfectly organize each and every event without taking the help of the teachers. Ma'am, I really need to tell you that the batch of students you've got here are much more precious than the diamonds, really. And moreover,
my views on this event is on twofold. One on the school and on Honorable Dr. Jagdish Gandhi. On the school, any organization, especially in territory sector, success of their organization depends upon the skilled manpower. Yes, the manpower in the school have done it. For instance, Mr. Malaviya sir, whenever I have any query, his response is very pleasing. Soon after, I landed in railway station. The warm welcome by Mr. Dutt and Mr. Verma made us happy, very happy. And in control room, when we submit our particulars, the way the staff in the control room response is very, very pleasing manner. I am coming to our honorable principal ma'am. I saw her a very good manager.
Chief guest for the occasion, Mr. Dilip Awasthi from Dainik Jagran, interacted with young economists.
Want to address and talk to students for the simple reason that you are the tomorrow of this country. And it's very important for us. In fact, it is our duty to, give you as much insight into whatever we have learned, we have experienced, and we can share. Rather than a monologue, Ma'am Principal has already introduced me. I'm in a profession which gives me an opportunity to work on several fields, get exposed to different kind of people, and probably no other profession gives you so much exposure and so much insight into most of the fields. So I would rather prefer a situation where you ask me questions, I satisfy your queries, and whatever you want to know about my profession, whether it is related to career or otherwise. So I'll like this session to be an interactive session, and I'll love to have questions from you.
Sir, I'm Sandeep Mishra. Actually, when we ask the student that what do you want to become in future in class 11th and 12th, so most of them say that they want to become doctors, they want to become engineers and IAS. Very rarely I do see that they say that they want to join the print media, they want to become an editor. Most probably that this is the lack of information that they are having, that how to join this industry, the print media. So sir, would you focus something on this?
No, I definitely would, but I think this is not so true today, because we get so many youngsters wanting to become journalists and, especially television. There is a lot of exposure. People do know that, to enter this profession, you have to do something called a mass comm course. Mass communication courses are available throughout the country. Various good universities are offering these courses, and there are private institutions also, institutions of repute, which are offering these courses. They range from 3 years to 1 year. Depending on what you want to do and the kind of course you want to take up, you can do this course and then look out for a job. But I can assure you there are a lot of youngsters who are now interested in entering this profession in journalism, and the queues outside my office at times prove that.
Sir, I belong to the time. I began my reading career with Bliss and Current and then Probe and all. So you can very well understand what is my period. And so one thing, is journalism not too exposed these days? And so the thing is, especially when we talk of defense, are we trying to frighten our neighbors by showing these things? Or are we trying to enlighten our people that we have these things, so you join the defense? Sir, what is it? Could you please explain, sir? To join the defense forces, what is the main idea of journalism when, one news channel, that is News Nation, they have been showing about the defense 65 war, 71 war, continuous episodes. It is encouraging for young children, but when they show the latest things and all, sir, is it not a threat to the defense of the nation? Is it not very exposed?
No, actually, first question, the first part of the question was that is journalism exposed? Am I right?
No, not journalism.
Yeah.
The things which we have, we have those things to attack for our defense. And we are showing everything to Pakistan is also watching the channels, so they know how these are being operated and all. So are we not indirectly helping them, sir?
Look, nothing as on date is a secret anymore. Satellites can catch the number of your car. So if you think, at one point of time, maybe 20 years ago, you used to see certain boards on the bridges saying that photography is prohibited.
Yes.
The reason was that actual photography could only pass on that information to your rival, to your enemy. But today, with the satellites and with the sky full of satellites, full of them, it's not one, maybe hundreds of them, hundreds. So that information is absolutely, you can have it. You can today go to Google, buy their package, and focus on any of the Pakistan installations and get a picture. So today nothing is secret. Everybody knows who has what. Now, what is a secret is how we, our attitudes. How well we do our jobs. That cannot be stolen, rest assured. Nobody can steal that. So as far as showing people what, like the army, the army general here, he wants us to, give as much coverage to defense issues like cantonment, places in cantonment and things like that, because they want an increased interaction with the citizens. They don't want to be aloof. They want them to be part and parcel of our lives. They are opening up. So I think 65 war celebrations and 50 years, nothing of that sort. If you're talking of a Khemkaran sector war, now everybody has documents on that. Everybody, every country, even America would be having documents on that. America America is not interested how we fought the war in Khemkaran. But they do have all documentation. So as far as print journalism or television journalism is concerned, this issue of leaking out does not come in the picture. Yes, we have to observe certain restraints. We certainly should not run our army down. We should not, talk about scandals and other things in the army, which definitely take place, like they take place in any other department. So, that national interest has to be guarded, but otherwise, I can assure you, there are no secrets.
Sir, you have seen the Bihar elections, the results. So I wanted to ask you, where are the young minds? Are they not voting? What is your say?
Unfortunately, yes. In a big way, they are not much interested, should I say. In UP, that's not the situation, because last time on, we saw a lot of youngsters coming out and vote. But still, youngsters have to find a focus. That focus somehow is missing. It's a little hazy. And as far as state like Bihar is concerned, which is almost like UP, I think, maybe a little a shade down than UP. It's stricken by caste factors, by haves and have not gulf. So basically, it's for the youngsters to take up issues of development, issues of interest, issues of career, more industries coming up, and especially the modern day industry, which is software and things like that. So, but the youngsters are still not assertive. They're not asserting themselves as a vote bank.
This side, I have a question, sir. So these days, when we switch on television for news, and for the past few days, I have been observing, and even before that there are repetitive videos about Dawood Ibrahim and these days about Chota Rajan, repeatedly. So is it right? I mean, are we not glorifying these terrorists, declared terrorists for the country? And repeatedly when Mr. Yaqub Memon was hanged,